Hey ladies, welcome back. I'm so excited that you're sticking with us. Here we go. We are going to talk about setting up your first Facebook party, the nuts and bolts, the logistics, everything you need to know to get going. So first off, let's actually hop right over to my screen and I am going to show you how to set up a private event in Facebook. Hey everyone, I'm Becky Launder with myConsultantTraining.com, a leader with Usborne Books and more. I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to set up your first Facebook party. All right, so you're going to go to your home screen. I disable my news feed because it distracts me. All right, so we're going to go to your events over here. You're going to create an event. You're going to want that to be a private event. A public event is going to spam up the news feeds of your friends, and anyone random can show up. So make sure it's a private event. You're going to upload a photo. I have a bunch of cover photos saved here. We'll just go ahead and pick one. And you're going to create your event name. You can be as creative as you would like with your event name. I usually go with something pretty basic like Becky's Facebook Party, calling all children's book lovers. All right. I'll give you a quick trick here on location. Say you're working with some people that are outside of your time zone and you want this party to be for people in, we'll go with Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right, so we'll just select that. Did you see right here this changed from Pacific time to Central time? Very convenient when you're working in other time zones because we want it to show up as 8:30 p.m. Central time for all of our people here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So your location, you're going to change after you've adjusted the time zone to right here on Facebook. Join from your smartphone, tablet, or laptop. And then for some reason, they make you just kind of drop down and select this Just Use button here. So go ahead and just use that. And then you're going to have your event description. You might want to reference your script for what to include in this section, but I would recommend some kind of catchy intro. And then you might want to include a little bit about Usborne. We have over 1,800 books. And then I would give them a couple action items. So number one, we're going to tell them to make sure to RSVP. Number two, we're going to tell them to set a reminder on their phone. And number three, we're going to tell them to create a wish list. And then the last thing I usually include in here is for the people that might want to forego the party, which some of them do. You can just write ready to shop and then include your shopping link there at the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and create our private event. Pretty easy here. We'll give Facebook a minute to do its magic. All right, perfect. And then I usually go ahead and upload a photo right away. So when guests are added, they have something to see beyond just the blank post. So let's put in my Save the Date post. I like that one. We're going to post that one. And then the very last thing you're going to do is if you have a hostess that you are working with on your party, you're going to go back in and you're going to edit your description. And now you see you have this new section here on co-host. So let's add Renee as my co-host and you're going to click save. That's pretty much it. And you have your Facebook party set up. All right, have fun. Boom, now we have our event set up and you are ready to go. So a couple reminders. Don't add anyone to your event yet. Don't do it just yet. You might want to add your team leader or your sponsor to take a look and make sure logistically everything looks nice on your page. And then you're going to go ahead and personally invite. I know we've already talked a little bit about what that looks like, but make sure you're personally inviting and they're accepting your invitation to the party before you're adding them to the Facebook event. I always suggest that you have at least one post, a welcome post, on the event page before you start adding your guests to the party. Also, keep in mind, people come to parties because they are fun. So you want to be fun, you want to be high energy, you want to be authentic, you want to be yourself. So that begins before the party even starts. So you're going to want to start posting some fun pre-party posts. Share pictures of your kids reading. Point out some of the favorite books that you have in your library. Tag your friends and tell them what you think that their family would really love. So you really want to get involved. You might want to play a couple games before the party to get people in the mood. You might want to hype up that you're doing a giveaway, you're going to do some prizes to just make it really, really fun. That's why your friends and family are going to show up to your Facebook party, because it's fun. Okay. So just a reminder on attendance. So even though people say they're going, hate to break it to you, some of them might flake. Maybe half of them might flake. That's just the nature of doing an online party. People say they're going, they say they want an invite, and then they forget, life happens, they don't know how to navigate the Facebook event, whatever it might be, it might not work out. So just don't be disappointed by that. Know that that is 100% normal. That is so typical. You're going to experience that in all of the parties that you do. But what you can do to re-engage those people that don't make it the day of the party is you can always tag them in the shopping link. You can always say, hey, we missed you last night. We'd love for you to check out everything tomorrow. Send them a personal message about that. Or you can invite them to your next party. That's another great way to make sure you have a lot of guests at your backup date that you set for your party. So just don't be disappointed. I know that that's totally normal. And you're just really gonna hype it up and try to get them involved, even if it's not during the live event. A couple just quick tips about Facebook parties. I find that your first party is gonna take longer than a typical party because you're just getting into the swing of things. No worries at all. But your goal is going to be to have your party done in about 45 minutes or less. I find that at the 30-minute mark is typically where I find guests starting to drop off. They're getting antsy, they're getting distracted. So you really want to try to keep the pace going, know that people will catch up at their own rate, and try to get the party started and finished in less than 45 minutes if you can make that happen. My next post is going to be about some different tools that you can use to auto post, which is going to help you speed up the pace of your party as well. Another quick tip is around halfway through the party, maybe around post 5, I usually edit the description of the Facebook event to say, ready to shop, and then post my party link right there. So when people are starting to check out, I want them to move over to the shopping site, not go get a basket of laundry to fold or head to bed or anything like that. I want them to really be going to the site to get their shopping done that night. I often offer some additional prizes. If I get 4 orders in the night of the party, I'll toss in an extra bonus prize to incentivize people to go ahead and get their shopping done that night while it's top of mind, because people forget. Once it's the next day, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. The other thing that I would recommend is spending a little bit more time on the posts about the business and the post about booking a party. So those are 2 action items that you really want your guests to engage with. You want them to ask you questions about the business. That's going to help you grow your team. You want them to pick a date and book a party with you, because that's going to help you fill your calendar. So rather than just moving on super quick, you want to spend a little bit more time on those posts before you move on to the next post so your guests don't skip over it. That works really well for me. And then of course, just have a lot of fun, interact with your guests, comment, suggest books that you think that they might like, make them a customized wish list if you know their kids and their interests. So have a ton of fun with it. Know the first party is always a little bit of an adrenaline rush. Like, it's kind of crazy and there's a ton of commenting and you're just trying to get your bearings. But once you have that first party under your belt, it gets so much easier from there. So congratulations on setting your party date and getting it set up. you can do this. You're going to have a great launch. Go ahead and comment below with what books or maybe even a video that you want to make sure you're going to highlight during the party because you're very passionate about. Make sure you go ahead and get your event set up on Facebook, invite your team leader or a sponsor to check it out. And don't forget to download the 30-day checklist to keep that front and center. And so you're on track with your 30-day plan and you get all your training in. All right, you guys, good luck with your launch party. You're going to do great. Take care.